Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the xsinick show. How are you guys doing? How you doing? Hey, this is all brand new. We're getting better. We're getting better. So, basically, we're gonna start doing art streams here on Kick just to see how it goes for a while. I'm still on Twitch, but this is great. I've always wanted to be on Kick for a little while here, and actually at the beginning when I started the stream, and I actually got the Kick account from way back, but at the time, I didn't really understand how to maneuver around Kick itself until now. It's actually working out really good. So today on the stream, we're gonna jump into Blender. We're gonna jump into 3D Code. I promise I'm gonna actually go into Blender this time today in this stream here, and doing a little bit of 3D Code only because there's some stuff loose ends I gotta tie up there. And once we jump into that, we're gonna move into probably some texture painting and definitely into environment, more into environment art and bringing that together, right? So we're going to continue the development of the game Soul 3000, at least the development of the art. So without further ado, let's just jump right in there and get going. Yeah, let's go. Soul 3000 development. Okay. Yep. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, just getting rid of some background noise there, but we're all good here. Okay. This music in the background is actually Metroid, believe it or not. Okay, I just got an idea. I'm gonna bring up the Wacom over here in the screen so you guys could see that too. So let me just go grab that real quick. Grab the little Wacom. Let's go back onto the Soul 3000 desktop here. Okay. Still adjusting and kind of figuring things out a little bit here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, that actually works out pretty well. Pretty good. Newest thing, if you're here on Kick, the channel works out a little bit differently. As you can see, xsinick has some instructions above a head. Um, it has the Kick bot now, right? So the Kick bot is a bot where you could get information from, and there's commands and stuff. Some of which I still got to work on, but one of which, if you ask it, hey, Kickbot, what is your name? It'll actually tell you it's xsinick, right? So xsinick is a kickbot, and that's what I put over her head. It says at kickbot is xsinick. Okay, let's load up that file. And I just have a little bit to do on it, and then we're gonna get into some touching it up and that kind of thing. We're just gonna do some work, guys. Gonna get back into the swing of things here. Okay, it's loading up. We're almost done. We're almost done with this. Let's do a focus on that. Xsinick no longer says wow on here, but I could say wow. I could just play the audio wow. Let's see if it works. Oh. Yeah, you hear it? It's just a voice that, you know. But Xsinick will say whatever you type, so that's the other thing I wanted to let you guys know. All right, so getting back into this, let's finish this up with our lovely tools here in 3D Code. We go all full screen on this guy, this bad boy. Let's pull out a really nice tool. We could pull out the Smart tool. That might work. Smart tool has all the options we would ever need. I'm gonna put that over here. See what it does with strips. Okay, let's not do strips. It's acting really strange. Do I have something selected over there? Oh, I do. What is that? I don't know where that came from. Okay, I'm gonna open back this file over again. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna close that, quit. Let's just reopen that again. Okay, it's better. Let's delete that volume. Okay, guys, I got a login here. Okay, let's stick with strokes. It's like I need this brush to be bigger. Don't need steady stroke. Yeah. He just had some floating stuff there. Basically, it's the music you hear in the here from Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a video game that might actually play on Twitch at some point. It's one of the first simulation games that I actually played that I liked. I would call it a simulation game. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, it's not a hardcore simulation game. Now, if anyone out there likes Roller Coaster Tycoon, just leave me a comment. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what's your favorite simulation game and if you ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon before. Aha! I could actually clean up this one thing here. Yeah, we had extra edges that we could clean up. Lovely. I know it would eventually work out at some point where we could kind of fix up the topology of the model. Okay. So basically, let's see here. Man, that was a fun game. I really loved playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let's just connect that there. Okay. Okay, this is the last of the polygons to connect. Okay, so some of this music, if you know, if you're a Metroid fan, you're gonna recognize this music that's playing in the background here. Interesting. Alright, why is this moving slow like molasses? This thing is like always a surprise somewhere. Yes, but I don't know what that was. Let me use this brush. It's a little bit better. I think the composers of this video game Metroid probably really took it sounded like they really took the game seriously. But not so serious where it wasn't innovative, you know? It was serious but innovative. Oh boy. I mean, some of the cuts on the inside of the leg there could, like, we could get rid of some of these strips. Nice. Cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning in. Okay, I don't want to destroy anything that's actually making up or a good guy here. Okay, so next thing I want to do is to select some of these things here and then have them snap. Okay, let's see what we could fix this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's bring back up the panels, and I'm going to go ahead here and hit that hit this with an overall smooth, so it's a relax, and then I'm going to hit snap to make sure that we're snapping to all the places that we should be snapping to. So let's go ahead, hit that another relax and then snap again. I think that's good enough. And relax kind of evens out the polygons a bit. See, there's a weird thing, anomaly going on there. I'll try to see if I could fix that. So technically, so I could follow this a bit. Oh, there's a... That was open? Do we have a move tool, move brush in here, or? Yeah, this is a move one. I think I'm gonna try to use this. Yeah, I'm gonna add this brush. This brush is hot. I don't know why it's gonna move one, that's stupid, but whatever. We'll roll with that. I'm just moving it along this seam here. Because this seam is important in the character. So this seam, we gotta get the seam correct. Okay. The soothing sounds of Super Metroid. Okay. Okay, guys. Ooh, I'm actually missing a cut. Okay, so let's see a cut. there, goes around. It has nothing to come to connect back to. Cut literally has to end right there. Just zoom out here. Okay. So I gotta select this loop here. Let's go ahead and hide that. Inspect. Okay. Oh, see some stray polygons. And select. See, that's the problem. It should have the same commands. Okay, I got it. And we could probably just go through and inspect this as a model unto itself and just go ahead and clean up some of the, you know, excess edges and edge flows and all that sort of stuff. Okay, we gotta flatten this out here. Let's use our regular transform tool. Scale that along the Y. Let's go to 0. Whoa, wrong scale. Thought it was the X. Really? All or nothing? Really? Okay, here we still have our path. Awesome. Zero. There we go. And the position. Yep, 0. So that's directly in the middle. I think this might be ready to do some symmetry on this. Okay, why is the symmetry off? No, it's not off. It's there. There we go. I'm going to turn the symmetry plane off. Don't need to see that, just have to see the symmetry itself. I'm going to go ahead and save. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna put this onto my desktop, so we could I could take a better look at it. See enough for using the Wacom. Let's deselect this. Don't want to accidentally move that, but it's all good. Okay, now we have these little notches in the back here, and I'm wondering if I should actually just do those. Especially this piece here, it's kind of important. Let's see if we could do something about that. Let's see if we can model that. Really? That didn't extrude? It's all good. Okay, let's fix this up. Let's turn off all the snap. Wait a minute, I could actually go in and just continue cutting that. Let's do that instead. Okay, I'm gonna select those. Come on, stop it. Click on the wrong symmetry side. What? Let's say disable virtual mirror mode or use invert mirror. Disable virtual mirror mode. Where is that? Virtual mirror. Oh, just disable symmetry? Come on, that's what that is. Oh, wait a minute, it's still enabled, but it's just, you're just not seeing it. Okay, got it. Just gotta select this and let's do a snap on that. Partial symmetry 1.5%. What is that? What is that about? Snap. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. That virtual mirror thing is something else. I have no idea what that partial symmetry is about. Okay, this is my conundrum. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and just start to cut these things out. Then I'm gonna have to have like some kind of rule about them. Well, I could tell one rule about these. I probably should have this. I should have this edge slice those little thingamabobs in half. That's what I should do there. Something like that. It's off the top, and auto snap is off, of course. Let's turn that back on. There you go. Let's get this going. It's about, yeah, slice those things just about in half. Then we could do stuff around that. Let's get that going like about there. About that. Maybe about that. Then we could bring that down to some kind of proper-ish way. Never want these kind of things to peak like that. Just kind of want them to kind of fall naturally like that. Okay, so yeah, we'll deal with that in some other point in time. Yeah, because we have some up here too. It's just gonna move this point here. Trying to slice that bad boy in half there. Okay. Something like that. Oh, that looks a little wavy. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Okay. Every little bit counts. This model is good to go. Good to go in Blender. I wonder if I could do more cleaning. I mean, we really don't need that extra ring on top there. That's really just me being, being extra cautious. Come on, get out of here with that. Yeah, it's really me being extra cautious. What I'm gonna use a delete edge. And I think if I hold control, it'll like just get rid of that extra thing in there. You know, we already have so much polygons on this model. Yes, what it's saying is that is that right? Is that 228 tries? No, that's not right. Where's this getting that number from? There's way more tries than that. Because it's saying it have 7,463 quads. Where's getting that? What? What is it talking about? Should be more tries than quads. I don't know where it's getting that tries number from. Okay, I'm just looking for edge loops to delete right now. I mean, definitely on the feet. I mean, this is an atrocity right here. Look at that. There's a lot of wasted polygons. Like, you know, you better do that by hand, son. I mean, like literally, that's a waste right there. Let's see if we could select. Yeah, maybe that like that ring there. Can I select that inner ring? I was just wondering. Oh, yeah, a lot of these, what? This is this is automatically subdivided. That's why it looks like that. I'm feeling like I should get into that. put that down there a bit. Okay. I'm gonna hide that and just gonna view the model as a standing model by itself. Oh. Okay. I just growled because like sometimes I touch the UI and you end up like moving it. Again, I used to love this game, Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's very cool. Okay, I'm gonna save this as a model unto itself. So export poly model, poly object. And this is an OBJ. Where we could actually capture like some you know, let's do it a little bit nicer. No, let's export this straight to Blender as is. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Work drive, we're gonna come here, enough screwing around, let's get straight to it. Give them what they want. Blender assets, characters. Alright, I should really have a folder for different characters, and I'm gonna do that. But I'm just gonna watch over this real carefully here. Just the characters, right? So the characters just have straight text. So I'm gonna create folders for each character. Okay, call this. Okay, so we just exported that over to Blender. Let's take a look in Blender to see what we get. Finally, he's in Blender. I don't know what weird program he was working in before. Is anybody out there saying that? Oh, actually want to import OBJ. Add bookmark. Oh, let's remove this bookmark here. Add that bookmark. Add this bookmark. Here it is. Everything should be good to go. Just gonna double check these settings. Okay, should be fine. Okay, just imported. I'm not sure what this size is. Whoa, the size is huge, Rochester. Okay, so we're gonna have to like, we're gonna have to work on the size of this. So I'm gonna delete that. It's in here, but it's huge, right? So that's fine. Right, so I happen to know that character is the size of a box in Blender. That's one Blender unit. Come on, a box. So I'm gonna bring that in just for size thing, and come on. Oh, is this edit mode? Object mode. Hold on here, guys. Yeah, I have several plugins installed here, so it's the plugins are messing around. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get my. I gotta get my shortcuts installed here. Key map, import, projects, Blender key map. There we go. Isn't that better? What's this? Why isn't it working? Ah, boy. Okay, we're back on track. Okay. Grab Z1. I'm just gonna view this as kind of as a wireframe. Okay, let's just bring our model in. Even the color of this is is obnoxious. Let's change that. Interface. Themes. 3D. This is wire color. You need to make sure the wire color is something that everybody could see. Yeah, the darker edit is fine. Okay, we're gonna import the OBJ, right? But this time we're gonna use a scale for this. So let's try a scale factor of 0.3. I think it should be 0.38, but let's take a look and see just by bringing the scene what happens. Wow. That's still huge, which just let's try it again. About 0.03. Wow, that thing is huge. I mean, we could also export by a scale also. You can now start to see the leg. Okay, simple. Let's see how far down we could go with this. Wow, that's now starting to get within the range. I don't think I want to save that, so let's just scale this down by hand. I think it's about something like that. Looking good, looking clean. Let me just drop a mirror on that. Would that work? I think it does. Yep, you just have to apply rotation and scale on that. This model feels a lot more solid than the one that we have right now. And you could visualize the wireframe here real quick. Yeah, I think if I throw bones in this guy, he's gonna bend correctly. But it still feels kind of excessive to me, but like the polygon budget in the feet alone. Yeah, we probably have to work on that. The hands. And we're gonna have to split this guy and build all kinds of innards in him. So yeah, the feet is probably gonna get some tender loving care at some point. Oh, there's a space here. Oh, there's literally a space in there. Back to 3D code. Let's take a look. Yep, see it. If I was to export this guy again, export poly object, it just export as is. I don't think it gives you options. Yeah, it doesn't, right? But then there's a way to come here, mesh, export separate polys, export selected. Right here. Okay, we could do a bake. Let's do export, not export selected. But I'll have nothing in there. Okay, so the one cool thing about 3D code is that you could start baking things, but you want to get like some seams happening, and that's what Blender is really good for. You could do seams in here, cause there's a UVs tab. I don't think it's the most comfortable to do in here. Right, so you could come in here. Call this but so we could do the Retopo here in Blender, or we could do it in 3D Code. Not the Retopo, sorry. We could do the UVs. My bad. We gonna Retopo it again? No, no, no. I like the way Blender handles the UVs. I know 3D Code you could do the UVs in here also. So first of all, which is really weird to me. You should be able to just push this into the UV room and then do your UVs. But for some reason you gotta bake it to get it there, which is odd. Let's see, is there a place to push this into the UV room? And I think there's even UVs here in the Retopo room. So maybe that's to get you started, right? Mark seams. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide the symmetry. Probably gonna even hide the actual bot itself, and we're gonna jump in here and see if we could do some marking UVs and that kind of thing. The UV path. UV path is normally pretty cool. Edge loops is cool. We could just start with just low hanging fruit. Just do some edge loops. Okay, I gotta think about where this is gonna actually cut. Where do we want this to cut? I think maybe here. So that's a UV. Alright, so we already make a UV seam there. I think that's what that is. Just do a few loops wherever loops make sense. There you go. See that? It started to separate it a bit. Wow, that's a kind of cool sound. It's Metroid. Ah, that's to get rid of it. Oh, nice. Okay, let's do along that main seam that we need. Before we do that, let's just do this last one here. Oh man, the auto snap in that is terrible. Is that what's causing all those weird anomalies? Okay. Bam. The UVs in this is not bad. I just think it's annoying that it's, the first blush of it should be in the UV room or whatever. Hmm. Oh, saving. I'm gonna export this to Blender now. Actually, before we do that, we gotta capture like some. I'm gonna capture at least some like dirt maps and stuff like that. Just see if this. Let's just do a bake. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bake. Bake with normal map per pixel. This, I think this definitely is it. Okay. Gotta preview the outer shell. Want it a little bit thicker than that so we don't see any of the underlying mesh, or very little of it, something like that. But before it was overly thick. Let's preview the inner side. Okay, so we don't see some of the inner. Let's go back so we don't see any of it at all. Just want a little bit underdone, you know. I want to go a little bit more on the outside, just to prevent anything from patching through. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely for Blender. No subdivisions. Auto mapping, I think so. No smoothing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Set UV name. Let's give it a but 01 UV. Whoa. Okay, it's gonna try to build something. It's a baking. So what do you guys think of the new kick thing, man? Well, it's new for me. Let me know in the comments. The layer is locked. Okay. It means that the texture is attached to the layer and saved to disk. That's okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's go into paint room. Here it is. This is. I think this literally is the mesh. Let's hide the. Let's hide the sculpt tree. This is it. This is a low poly mesh. It looks almost one for one with the high poly sculpt. I mean, it should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Haha, success, man. Definitely cool. Okay, let's do the wireframe on that. Yeah, it's low poly. Okay, let's see if we get so symmetry. Okay, to get the other side symmetrical, what do we have to do? So okay, enable symmetry, show. Okay, so I think what you have to do in here, we could do it over, is that you have to actually make it real. And this is how it's laying it out. So let's go back in the UV room. Let's take a look. Oh, it did automatic UVs. It didn't even obey our UVs. Let's go back. Okay, this is all UVs. Okay, let's start to obey the UVs. Make sure you could just crash on me. I'm gonna grab it back. Come on, you don't crash. You start. That's looking pretty good though. Let's try it one more time. Let's get it back again. Skip that. Load that back. Okay, so that was automatic. I wanted to use the UVs that we created, which is these. Just gonna double check something here in the back. Yep, everything is fine. Let's do it. Also, we could probably try to make the Retopo real. So the way you do that is, let's close this off. And on the mesh, give me a second, guys. I gotta find it. Apply symmetry to all layers. That's it right there. Apply symmetry to current layer. Let's do that. Okay, so it's real now. We could take symmetry off. There we go. Symmetry is off. This is a full mesh. We could go ahead and save this. It's all good. I mean, we could always delete stuff. You know, it's no big deal. Okay, so got that, and yeah, let's do the bake again. Everything is here. Okay, so this is a bake before. Oh, hold on here. Let's turn that bad boy back on here. Let's turn this bad boy here back on. That's okay. Let's go and do the bake now. Bake. Okay, that's a little too much. So you don't see. What's that? 3. Let's go 3 on that. Let's take this. Let's take this out here. Let's go 3 on this one also. Okay, I think we got something perfect. Let's go okay. Okay, blender. No subdivisions. Yep. And 2048 for texture for this guy is more than enough. I mean, we could go higher to a 4K image, which is, I contemplated that, but let's just leave that as this. Z is up. Okay, no clear. Okay, we're gonna call this bot 01 UV. Press OK. Okay, it's going through, it's optimizing. Okay, here we go. It's okay. Alright, so it's in here. So there's a normal map, yeah, and all that sort of stuff. So let's go into the paint room and take a look. I'm gonna hide that. I don't like the way it laid out the textures here. Let's just go into the UV room. So it did use all UV. Oh, did it? It did its own thing again. Okay, okay. I think I'm screwing up here. Let's go back. I have to make sure and tell it to keep. Okay, that was my bad, guys. Let's go in here and let's do this. I thought I did that at first, but let's kind of get out of here. Retopo. Okay, I gotta really make sure and tell it to do that. So that was my bad. Okay, let's make sure and really go in here and do that. Paint objects, get rid of that. Okay. Alright, so we back nice and clean. Let's make sure and do that again. Bake. Okay, so far everything is good. Alright, this is where we need to so instead of auto mapping, we're going to keep UVs. But we already did the UVs. We're going to have it, you know, redo it again. And it's for Blender, yep. Let's go. Let's see what we get. Can't wait. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's go back. Is it back, back? Okay. I think I know what's happening here. We could fix this. That's what we need. Remove that. Let's clean this up. Okay, let's try one more time. Bake. Okay, the bake is fine. Do it again. Yep. Nope, no auto. Keep UVs. Don't. Okay, let's call it bot. 01 UV. It's going. Yes. Sometimes it takes a little bit, you know, to remember like the little nuances of certain software. Okay, no, that's odd. Why? What? Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. That's odd. Oh, maybe I didn't clean the normal map out of there. Okay, let's try that one more time. That should totally work. We have Sculpt, we have Retopo, we have zero paint objects. Everything looks good. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it doesn't count this as a UV. Maybe I actually have to go into... Anyways, no, this should work. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we got. So if it's auto UVing, yeah, I don't think that it's seeing it as a UV. That's why it's screwing up. Okay. So if I tell it to auto UV, all of a sudden it has UVs? What? Join clusters. Add clusters. Oh, is this a thing? I got no clue what it means by clusters. I'm gonna undo that. I remember seeing that terminology when I used to use Softimage XSI. Can't quite remember. I'm gonna export this into Blender and see what it does. Just look at this real quick here. All these UV commands, UV, okay. Auto seams. Okay, oh yeah, I remember now. You gotta actually come in here and tell it now to do a UV map. Yeah, there we go. I just remembered. Okay, now it has a UV map. So if I go into UV map, still nothing there. But yeah, that's how you do it. You tell it to UV map right here, and you can see it. Pack UV. Oh, it's packing the UV. Nice. Okay, we getting there. apply the currently reset. Aha, this is a UV preview for the pack UVs. Okay, I think this is the action. Let's go ahead and bake this. Yep, baking. Nice. Look like it may have done it. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Look at that. Looking sharp. Okay. Enable symmetry. Okay, let's see if we could apply the mesh now. See mesh. Apply symmetry to current layer. Yeah, there we go. So that's it. Look at that. I finally figured out the I should write this down. Good thing I'm recording this. I need to write down the sequence of events. Oh, actually, it still didn't do it? Oh, I gotta update the paint room with this. Is that how this works? Keep turning the sculpt back on. Paint mesh to sculpt mesh. Okay. Okay, let's go. I'm literally updating it. Okay, it looked like it updated. Yep, there you go. Whew. Alright, we updated it. Half mesh and half thing. Low poly. Now, this is something we could export to Blender. Then we have our smart materials. Let's just export this as is. Export object and texture. Yeah, here we go. This is how we export stuff. We're exporting for Blender cycles. That's correct. Work files, Blender assets. A lot of Metroid music, man. That's not the only thing I have in here. Okay, right in here. Suit 01, Blender cycles, yep. Normal map is Blender. Export constructor for per channel packing. Okay, don't know what that means. Export texture, right? I'm gonna export geometry too. Okay, here we go. Okay. And then where we're putting the textures. Actually, the texture is supposed to be in a texture folder in here. That's how that's supposed to work. I'm just gonna drop it in here for now. Blender cycles, yep, Blender. Okay, everything looks good so far. Create padding. I don't know why the padding is that, but I'm gonna leave it. Use model name as prefix. Okay, use UV sets. Okay, we're gonna leave all that alone. Okay, here we go. So, it's JPEG 8-bit. It's fine. Color albedo. Madness, same thing. Roughness, same thing. The albedo channel. The madness and the roughness. Yep, normal and tangent normal. I think I'll also export one other thing. I can't remember what it is, but it's okay. Let's save this as it's already saved as Blender cycles. This is good to go. Or maybe this is what I did. I can't remember. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna export this. Okay, let's come back here into Blender and let's re-import the model. Okay. This is the model. Let's view the textures. Go into shaded mode. Okay, it's loading the shaded mode. I still feel like I could go through and eliminate some edge loops, of course, but for now, this is a good just bring in and see if it works kind of thing. Okay, what's going on here in the shading? Why didn't that bring it? Okay. Also, anyway, here's the base texture. I'm just getting some base stuff in here. It said sRGB, we want this to be non-color if we have our normal map in here. I believe we do. If you want to see it, you have to come in here in Blender. It says there's nothing in there. It's looking directly in the character suit. There it is. Because we want a strength of 1. Oh, is it doing that flip thing? I just remembered that. Oh, no. It's got to get non-color. There you go, that's why. Whew. It's like, what? Okay, so now, to see if the normal map is working, just simply have to, you simply have to come into here and remove the thing and let's see if the details are in there. So when you pull that off, no details. You put that back on, you should see details. Yep, we do see details when we put it back on. It's looking good. When we put the color in there. There. Is that music? I gotta like curate like how much Metroid music we have in there. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so what's this one? It's supposed to be roughness. Let's grab that. Okay, so we do have a roughness map. There it is. And plug that into roughness. And the roughness map is the same thing. You have to tell it do non-color. Here it is. I think we have a metalness map in here too. Let's go grab that. I'll do the same thing, non-color for that one, that's fine. This should give you the same vibe as 3D Code, but not quite. I mean, the lighting's a little bit different, but yeah, the lighting's different, so that we're gonna get something different. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the wireframe. Why do I have shadows in my... What's going on in here? We really gotta play Roller Coaster Tycoon on the show. The shadows is on, turn that off. Put a ray trace. Let's get some occlusion happening. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that was it. It's the ambient occlusion. Did I have that in there? I think it should be baked in the... Yeah, that's what I don't have in here. This is being done by Okay, that's being done by the lighting. Yeah, we just have different kind of lighting in here. That's all. Let me see if I can I get a lighting? Can I get almost the same lighting that 3D Code has? There you go. It's almost the same. Hmm. Just gonna put some matte caps in here. I have a folder full of them, so. There they are. I don't know why the matte caps are not showing up, but whatever. Probably can solve that later. Okay, so we know it's working in here. So the only thing left to do is to do some texture painting. And that will be another stream. So it's getting pretty late. I mean, I would like to stay up longer. Let's see, you know, how much we could push this, but I'm not that fresh right now. I mean, fresh in my head. I mean, but we could try for some stuff here. Oh, I see a little something right here, little anomalies. Yeah, we could definitely fix those things. It's good to know that this is actually working to some degree. You know, where we could get some smart materials now, some of these things right here. Cartoon, you got dirt, leather, metal, paint, different paints. Plastics, and they even have rubber. I like playing with the rubber. You can get different colors of this rubber stuff. You have rust and script. Let's check some of the fancy paints here. Let's try this blue paint. Okay, it's gonna build a curvature map. There's a bunch of stuff for just, you know, just to make the smart material work. There's a curvature map. Let's take a look. If the curvature map is there. Okay, so what I gotta do now is to actually say where I want to put the where I want to put the map there. Smart material. Let's just make a separate thing for this. Actually, let's put this up here. We could change the color of that too. And we can control like how much, you know, how it behaves. Let's get a bigger preview. Or we could paint with it, you know. Let's see degree. It's really painted right there. It's making the edges kind of tight. Of course, change the color of that. Turn the roughness up to make it a little more matte. Just playing around a bit here. Let's go a little olive drab green. Okay, and all we have to do is like fill by, we could do fill by mask or fill by list, fill by mask. See what we get. There you go. Just a first pass on everything. This layer we could even fill with a different material too. Let's fill it with like a metal. Go with Chrome. Okay, he's gotta render another map. It's gonna render ambient occlusion. I personally like I like that black gunmetal that they have, but it's, you know, it's pretty complex. Let's try this gold. You could put like a gold finish. Ooh, look at that! Like under the paint, they could paint over gold with like cheap paint. You could scale the you know, you could scale the detail. What brass? Oh, that's brass. This is gold here. Okay, yeah, gold. Wow, gold looks amazing. And it's like copper. Let's take what this is brushed aluminum. It's probably more realistic. Let's go with this kind of brushed aluminum kind of look on the scale. Let's make the scale small, like that, so it feels, the bot feels a little bigger. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's go ahead and apply this. Right click on that too. You could go fill material, refill material. We'll just fill everything. Yeah, that's just the underpaint. Getting that nice metallic material. And literally we could go in and make a layer and we could like literally texture paint on top of this. With like a brush, like you would see somebody do making like those World of Warcraft textures. See, this is the underlying metal, and then put some paint on it, and then with the one edges, like little edges popping out. And then this is just the base, right? Then you can come in with your brush and you can start brushing stuff. Let's take a look at the ambient occlusion. They have like an ambient occlusion. It doesn't really do too much. If you really want like, you know, to get in some crevices and really pop out the crevices, you need to add like a dirt material. So all you have to do is add a new empty layer, and they have like dirt right here. So it's a dirt smart material. You come in, take a look, and you just click on whichever one you give. So this is like dirt on top of, but you want dirt in the this is dirt on top of the paint, but you want dirt in the cracks, like that. Yeah, that's nifty. Look at that. There's another one. There's another one that's not so dirty in there. This is like dust on top of the machinery. Some more like dust on top of dust. See, this is like, I like this one. This one feels like it's been sitting there in a warehouse. Yeah, this is like mud splatter. Let's go and check the check this dirt out here. This dirt really jumps in there and gets like all the nooks and crannies. It's really tight. So let's just go ahead and just fill that layer with that. Fill the entire layer. And then you can control the opacity of the layer. So it's not as harsh black. Okay, so we just applied it. I'm gonna move the preview so you see it's on the model now. And we could just keep building up things on here. We could put decals on this, all kinds of stuff. And this is not actually the material I'm gonna go with. You know, I'm gonna go with like rubber and different things, but I just want to see how all this is behaving with each other so far. Yeah, it's turned down. If we just turn on the opacity on it, so it could be like completely zero, which is none, and then you could just pump it up just a little bit. You go like something like 40 or something instead of 50. You know, just give it a light touch, and then you can just toggle it just to see the difference. So this is without it, you know. This is with it. All of a sudden, bam! Everything pops right out at you. You know. And remember it had that dirt splatter? Let's try splattering some dirt, and let's use a brush to paint that on this time. So I'm gonna make a new layer and just look for that splatter. Okay, this is this kind of dirty splatter right here, like that, right? So we're gonna take this, gonna put this over here. We already have a brush, and now if I start brushing, you can see I'm brushing that dirty splatter onto the model. Especially like on the legs, you know, you probably get some of that. And it's been mirrored, right? So yep, a little adventures in 3D code, guys. And we could come in with different colors and stuff on this. It might be a lot of fun. You might want to do the hands, because the hands are like always dirty. And we could really start selecting our different parts here and just like dropping color on them and that kind of thing. Okay, but let's leave this like this for now. And yeah, very cool. Yeah, definitely people use 3D Code, and 3D Code has a actual sister app called Textura that people just use it strictly for texturing and texture painting. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty good. Hi guys. I think that's good enough for now. So yeah, this model is holding up to paint really well, and you know, I can't wait to fully jump in here and start really tackling the paint on this in a real way. Okay, so this is good to go, and of course, if we export this all into Blender, it'll just all work. You don't even have to export the geometry. You can just do the textures and just go right ahead and just export them. And it should just all work. Yep, see everything is in here. I can't remember if okay, yeah, non-color for sure. Okay. So we got that in Blender. Look at that. Not too bad, not too shabby. Really, I really want it to look good in shading. That's because we use a lighting system close to what we have in 3D Code. If you had the same environment lighting, it'll all look proper. Okay, guys. So if there's anything, I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me here in Twitch. It's been a lot of fun. We're gonna continue doing some more art streams, you know, and getting into game level design and actually doing environments and that kind of thing, and jumping into characters. So make sure you're of age to watch this, okay, guys? So I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy. Nobody was here to talk with xsinick or to talk through her. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Amazing animation. Can't wait to do level design.